Good day to all of you. According to statistics, there are 246 states on the planet. Most of them are distinguished by a developed economic system, a decent standard of living and high incomes. But among all the countries of the world, there are 5 richest countries that amaze with the volume of exports, industry and the level of gross domestic product. First place. Qatar. Qatar is a small country, 11,570 square kilometers, located on the Arabian Peninsula. A century ago, Qatar could not be called one of the most developed and richest countries in the world. The thing is that most of this eastern country is occupied by a desert. Qatar. The capital is Doha. But in 1940, oil production began on the territory of the state. Thanks to its incredible deposits, Qatar was able to become the richest country in the world in terms of gross domestic product for several decades. But it is not only thanks to GDP that Qatar holds a leading position in the world market and remains the richest country in the world. The state occupies the 3rd place in the world ranking in terms of gas reserves, and is also the 6th largest exporter of this mineral. In terms of gas reserves, Qatar is second only to the Russian Federation and Iran. According to statistics, Qatar holds the 21st place in the ranking of black gold exporters. The economy of the eastern state is built on oil and gas production. The extraction of these minerals provides more than 55% of the gross domestic product. And also the profit from production forms 70% of the state budget of the country. Second place. Luxembourg. Officially, this state is called the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg. It is located in the western part of Europe. The duchy got into the top 10 richest countries in the world due to the fact that this territory is an offshore zone, and this is characterized by large investments in the economy of Luxembourg. It is the largest financial and tourist center in Europe, which welcomes the registration of international multinational organizations and companies. Recall that the offshore zone involves carrying out activities without paying tax payments, which is why more than 200 banking institutions and more than 1,000 investment funds are registered in Luxembourg. The main part of GDP is formed from income from services, finance and trade. Thanks to the development of the pig iron and iron mining industry, Luxembourg has become one of the major exporters of these types of metal. Most of the income from exports forms GDP, which is equal to $104,003. Third place. Singapore. Singapore is famous for its developed market system. The entire economy of the country is built on the export of household appliances and electronics, pharmaceutical products and financial services. Like Qatar, Singapore owns its own airline called Singapore Airlines, which brings a considerable income to the state budget every year. In 1965, Singapore separated from Malaysia. This decision entailed a lot of problems for the first one. The country was experiencing a shortage of many resources, including drinking water. But the Singapore government has made every effort to attract foreign investment in biotechnology, energy and the trade industry. Thanks to a competent policy, Singapore has become the richest country in Asia. Today, the GDP in the state is equal to $90,151. Fourth place. Brunei. Officially, this state is called Brunei Darussalam. This country is a sultanate, that is, the Minister of Defense, the religious leader and the head of the government is one person, the Sultan. By tradition, all positions in the government are occupied by relatives of the Sultan. Brunei is a member of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations and is a member of the World Trade Organization. Almost the entire economy of Brunei is built on the production and export of oil and liquefied gas. In terms of the volume of exports of these resources, this state ranks 9th in the world. In 2008, the country was affected by the economic crisis. Production volumes fell sharply, but already in 2010, the government of Brunei changed the situation for the better. The Sultanate decided to open a plant engaged in the production of methanol. The GDP level in Brunei is $76,884 per year. Fifth place. Ireland, with a population of almost 1.5 million people, is a developed industrial and agricultural country. Foreign trade is the main factor on which its economic indicators depend. Recently, progress has been made in electronics, multimedia and information technologies, pharmaceuticals and the production of equipment for medicine. The emphasis is also placed on traditional industries, mechanical engineering and electric power, as well as glass, textile, food, chemical, and clothing industries. Ireland broke into the top 10 richest countries for the first time. In 2015, this country surprised world experts with its unprecedented GDP growth. Almost 30% is a record among the economies of developed countries. The Irish authorities carried out a kind of tax reform, which gave such a push forward. GDP per capita, $69,987. It was a video about the top 5 richest countries in the world. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you soon.